Okay, so the lesson is all to do with area of compound shapes that include circles. So for this example, you will see that we have a compound shape of a rectangle together with a semicircle. So the first thing you're going to want to do is identify where your split is going to be so that you can find the area of your shapes. So here what I've done is split my two shapes into a rectangle for shape 1 and a semicircle for shape 2. Then you identify what your formula is for the area of a rectangle. So area of a rectangle is your base times your height, or length times width. So it's 14 times 6, giving you an answer of 84 centimeters squared. And then for shape 2, it's a semicircle. And hopefully you'll know that the area of a circle is pi times by radius squared. Therefore, the area of a semicircle is equal to pi times radius squared divided by 2. Now, because our semicircle, we're given the diameter, which is 6 centimeters, because it's the height of the rectangle, which means it's also the diameter of our semicircle, we need to find the radius in order to be able to put it into our formula. So to find the radius, we do 6 divided by 2, which gives us an answer of 3. And we can now input 3 into our formula. So we have pi multiplied by our radius squared, which is 3, divided by 2, and that will give us a simplified answer of pi times by 9 divided by 2, which gives us a final answer of 14.13716694. It's important that you leave your answers with all of its decimals for the time being, so that if both your answers for your shapes that you've split have decimals, you'll have a more accurate answer. So now, because it's a compound shape and you've split your shape up, you now need to add both your areas of your shapes together. So the area of shape 1, which is 84 centimeters, and the area of shape 2, which is 14.13, and so on. So once you've added them together, you'll get an answer of 98.13716694, and then when we simplify that to 2 decimal places, we get an answer of 98.14 centimeters squared. Having a look at this one, you'll see that we have a triangle and again a semicircle. So we're going to split our shape into shape 1 and shape 2. So our triangle is going to be shape 1 and our semicircle shape 2. So area of a triangle, recapping, it's your base times by the height divided by 2. And we're given that information from the diagram. So we know that our base is 4 and that our height, our perpendicular height, is 5. We have to divide it by 2 to find the area of a triangle. So 20 divided by 2 gives us an answer of 10 meters squared. Now we find the area of our semicircle. So again, area of a semicircle is pi times radius squared divided by 2. And we're also given the diameter in this question, which is 4 meters, so we need to find the radius. Remember, the radius is half of a diameter, so radius is equal to 4 divided by 2, which gives us an answer of 2. And now we can input our found radius into our formula, which is pi times by 2 squared divided by 2. And that gives us an answer of pi times by 4 divided by 2, which equals 6.28318537. And again, we're finding the area of our shape altogether, so now we have to add both of our values, where we get an answer of 10 plus 6.28 and so on, which gives us 16.28318537, which to 2 decimal places will give us an answer of 16.28 meters squared. Next example, this one's to do with a shaded region. This is slightly different. So far what we've done is we've been adding our areas together because they've been two separate shapes that have been attached. In this instance, we have an area where we need to find the shaded area, which in this picture it's the blue area, but we have a circle that's being cut out. So the same thing, we're going to label our shapes, shape 1 and shape 2, and then find our areas separately. So area of shape 1 is a rectangle. So we're going to be doing 10 times by 5, which gives us an answer of 50 meters squared. And then shape 2 is the area of a circle, so we're not dealing with semicircles anymore at the moment, so it would be pi times by radius squared. Now the actual question itself, it gives us the radius, so we don't need to work it out, so we just need to input our correct numbers, so it would be pi times by 2 squared, which gives us an answer of 12.56637061. And now, because it's again that shaded region, we now instead of adding we have to subtract, so we have to take away the area of our circle from the area of our rectangle to find only the blue section. So we're doing 50, take away 12.566 and so on, which gives us a final answer of 37.43362939, which to two decimal places will be 37.43 meters squared. Next example, so again same thing, region, shaded region, so we've got a triangle and a semicircle, and we're having to find the blue section, so we're going to label our shapes, shape 1 and shape 2. So area of a triangle is your base times height divided by 2, and we've got our details, so our base is the full length, so it's split up because we're given the diameter of the circle, so we have to add up 3 values at the bottom to find the full length of our base. So the base is 2 plus 5 plus 2, which gives us a value of 9. And now we know that our base is 9 and our perpendicular height is 7 for our triangle. So it would be 9 times by 7 divided by 2, which is equal to 63 divided by 2, which gives us an answer for the triangle of 31.5 centimeters squared. Now we have to find the area of our semicircle. And the area of our semicircle is pi times radius squared divided by 2. And we are given the diameter. Because we're given the diameter, remember, we need the radius. So the radius is 5 divided by 2, because it's diameter divided by 2, which equals to 2.5. So now we can input that into our formula. So it's pi times by 2.5 squared divided by 2. And that gives us an answer of 9.8174777042. And now we're having to find the area of our region, our shaded region, so we have to do the area of our triangle subtracted by the area of our semicircle. So it'd be 31.5 subtract 9.817 and so on, which gives us a value of 21.68252296, and to two decimal places will give us an answer of 21.68 centimeters squared. Final example, again same thing, we have a compound shape and we're having to find the region, shaded region, which is the blue section. And what we have to do first is we're going to obviously label our two shapes so we can find the areas of our individual shapes. So we have the area of our rectangle and the area of our triangle. The area of our rectangle is your base times your height, but you will notice that your base is split up into 3 segments. So first you're going to have to add your 3 lengths to find the total for the base of the rectangle, which is 5 plus 20 plus 3, give you an answer of 28. And now your height of your rectangle is that perpendicular height of your triangle as well. So you know that it's 28 base times by 15 height, which gives you an answer of 420 meters squared. Now to find the area of your triangle, base times height divided by 2. Your base of your triangle is 20, your height is 15, and you're going to divide that by 2. 20 times by 15 gives you a value of 300. 300 divided by 2 gives you a final value of 150 meters squared. Now you're having to find the shaded region, so only the rectangle. So now you're going to have to subtract your areas that you've just found. So 420 take away 150 gives you a final answer of 270 meters squared.